Principal Recruitment Technologies is our official name. We actually trade under Principal Education. And the reason we're Principal Recruitment Technologies, we're very tech focused as a business, but we serve the education market. And so predominantly temps, we're currently running between about 150 to 200 temps a week. We've been running for about 2 years or so now. We managed to get up to a headcount of around 10 or 11, and we've had a lot of success in our first couple of years getting to that stage. Jay and I obviously were very confident from day one in our ability to obviously win business, onboard candidates and manage teams, because we've both got lots of experience in that in the past and working together. For us as a startup, we were looking for a complete full service back office solution as well as just funding, and QUBA had that full solution that we were looking for.
We were impressed with QUBA. A massive factor for me, the UX for QUBA was great. It was visually beautiful. I mean, Dynamic came across as such an easy system to use. When we first met with Jenny, she took us on a demo. She wasn't too salesy, but she was just the right amount of sales, which was good enough for us. She followed up with us enough, and she showed us the whole Dynamic platform, which really took us to a point where we said, yeah, this is nice in comparison to the other ones that we had seen.
From day one, it was a really straightforward process to set up and onboard. If I remember rightly, it's just a few documents and funding solution was in place. From then, obviously, we had some very initial training just to make sure we knew how processes work, etc. We were supported by Jenny, who onboarded us, and then Hattie, our accounts advisor, to answer any questions we needed. The process was very straightforward. We were up and running remarkably quick. QUBA communicated throughout the process with us. It was a mixture of phone calls, emails, obviously Zoom meetings in those days, even WhatsApp, I think actually, once we got close to Jenny, just about the final details, which was very easy to get hold of her, very responsive, come back to us quickly to answer any questions or any concerns we had.
Their customer service in terms of, the way they get back to us and the proactiveness and efficiency really helped things when we had a blank space and a grey area within starting the business and lack of knowledge. A great example was when it came to the PAYE, pay as you earn for agencies is you've got to take a bit more of an understanding of proactive approach again. QUBA walked us through a lot of how the PAYE works, especially compared to Umbrella, the best way to use it and how we can use it for our agency staff members. The way that has helped us with our business goal is we haven't had to really think too much about the finance back of it. Again, if we're able to look after operations and sales and QUBA's going to look after the finance, acceleration of business is going to go up.
For us, it was actually useful that QUBA has actually funded some of our competitors as well in our market. So in some cases, our clients had seen QUBA in the background before, which obviously is really useful. But in terms of client and candidate, the documents it produces and the emails are all really clean and efficient, which obviously represents our brand really well, which we like. Very transparent. Dynamic has been really easy to use. It's got lots of support behind it if you need it. And it produces a good image, which is really straightforward for our candidates and clients to use.
They're taking care of the whole package, and they give you full autonomy in how you work with them and how they support your clients. So they're taking away a massive part of it. And in the early days, you don't quite have the note of understanding or maybe the resources to hire a finance team. They definitely cover all those bases.
We had pretty ambitious expectations for ourselves and from the business from day one. Obviously, it's important for us to have someone that has the same sort of goals as us. So initially in our first year, we wanted to achieve $1 million in sales, which we achieved.
Working with QUBA has been great. We really value our partnership with them. Their customer service is great. They're thorough as well. There's been times as an agency when you're growing, you miss, little errors. They've spotted it. That's not their job to do so. So, they've gone above and beyond.
We're looking to obviously take on more headcount, grow. We're looking to make developments in our own app, introduce new technologies. We're looking to progress away from the 360 model, take on more retained work, potentially looking to look at new divisions and new markets. We've also just opened our own training academy to offer a little bit of CPD and training and support back to our candidate bases. QUBA will help us in our next stages, I think, really by just keeping that smooth, reliable process in the background. There's no limits in our funding. So as long as we keep doing our job in terms of growing sales, the funding will keep going through.
Give it a demo, take a call and have a try. When we first looked at QUBA, the UX shined immediately, the thoroughness from the sales team. They should give you confidence enough that they know what they're doing.
QUBA's just become part of the business, really. It's just a function in the background, so we don't have too much to do with daily because it just forms part of our processes. And like Jay said, that really helps us just focus on what we need to do.